You do not have to have it all figured out. Confidence comes from doing, not waiting. Mistakes are lessons, not failures. Just because you made a mistake, it does not mean that you are a failure. Hello everyone, it's Shirley, like Curly Shirley, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I want to share with you guys some valuable lessons I've learned over the course of my life. I'm currently 24 years old. I'm going to be sharing with you guys 24 lessons that I have learned at 24. So let's get started with number 1. The perfect time never comes, you make it perfect by starting. With anything in life that you want to truly pursue, you have to get to the understanding that it's going to be uncomfortable when you're first starting off, but that discomfort is what is going to propel you to become better. There's so many times where I was waiting for luck or the perfect timing in order to get started on my goals, on my dreams, and a lot of the things that I have always wanted to pursue. We put so many limitations on ourselves as to what we have to have ready or perfect, but as the saying goes, the perfect timing never really comes. You truly do make it perfect by just starting and putting yourself out there. That's how you create the real change in your life. So if there's something that you take away from this video, is to start now. Start today. Don't wait for the perfect timing because it truly never comes. You make it perfect by starting. With that being said, number 2, stop waiting for permission. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need anyone's validation in order to pursue the things that you love. If there's something on your mind, if there's something that you have always wanted to do, do it, because it truly does pay off. And to go a little bit further, number 3 is don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone. Your comfort zone will be your biggest enemy. It will keep you trapped, and it will a lot of the times create limitations around what you can achieve. When you remain in your comfort zone, you're not allowing yourself to truly grow and reach your true potential. So do not stay in your comfort zone. Leave as fast as you can. Take small steps that will propel you to take action. Don't think of your dreams in these big bulky steps. Think of it as small little steps going up a ladder that will allow you to see it as something that is more achievable rather than something that is super far. And a lot of these lessons that I'm sharing kind of piggyback on each other, but I've realized a lot of the things that you're learning, especially in your early 20s, are going to be things regarding leaving your comfort zone and trying new things. Number 4, confidence comes from doing, not waiting. I just realized that the moments I would truly see change in my life were from the times that I would blindly take action, sometimes not in the best way, I will say, but I realized that in taking action, just boldly being confident in what I wanted to do, that is what allowed me to grow the most as a person. And a lot of the things that I now know today, I was once completely confused about. Now, as a pageant and runway coach, I always tell my students to not be afraid to boldly take confident actions and steps into your dreams, because that is what's truly going to make a difference in your life. So confidence comes from doing, not waiting. Do not wait to take action. Don't overthink it, because most of the time it ends up working out way better than you imagined. Number 5, and I absolutely love this one, authenticity attracts the right people. This one really hits home. I think a lot of the times I had the wrong perception of who I was supposed to be in order to get to where I wanted to be in life. And the moment that I started to truly be myself and embrace all aspects of my personality is when my life changed. As I started this video, I said Curly Shirley. That is something that it truly defines who I am as a person. I am Dominican and Colombian, so I naturally have afro curly hair. In the space of pageantry or modeling, I would hear a lot of the times girls with my hair texture that felt pressured to maybe straighten their hair or maybe style it a different way. But I realized that in just being who I am, being authentic to my light, leaving my curls down, and just showing that when you're yourself, you can really attract the right people and the right opportunities. Like I said, my life changed. Number 6, you are allowed to evolve. This is such a big one. I think especially nowadays in our society, we tend to put, or I think society tends to put a lot of people in a box. I think as human beings, we are allowed to evolve. Our opinions are allowed to change. Our perspective of life is allowed to just grow as we grow as people. The person that I was when I was 20 years old is completely different to the person that I am today at 24. And every single year, I would say even every single week or month of my life, I'm consistently changing. Yes, my values and my morals remain the same, if anything, sometimes even stronger. But who I am as a person, the experiences that I go through will ultimately make me change. They'll make me evolve. They'll make me stronger, more confident, more powerful. So it's okay to change. It's okay to sometimes even outgrow the environment that you're in. Number 7, people will remember how you made them feel, not what you said. Wow. This is so real. There have been so many times across my life where I have personally met people who have completely changed my life just by the way that they made me feel, just by the comfort, the ease, and the peace that they transmitted more than what they said. I think that is a big reflection of what I try to transmit in my day-to-day life, is being a person of light, of peace, and of comfort, and trying to just inspire others to take action in their own life. Number 8, spend time with people who uplift you. This one is incredibly important. The people that you surround yourself with, as many of you have heard, the 5 people you surround yourself with the most are the reflections of who you are as a person. If you want to know where your life is headed, look at the current relationships that you have with the 3 to 5 closest people to you, and you will see where your life is headed. And lesson number 9 is how you do one thing is how you do everything. I think it has always been a lesson that has been in the back of my mind, but it truly came to the surface when I was kind of faced with having to realize that if I want to get to where I want to be in life, I have to take action. This is a hard-hitting lesson because it will make you reflect on the current actions you are taking in your life. And this is a lesson that I am currently learning, if I'm being completely honest. There are a lot of things in my life that I am doing well and that I am very proud of myself for, but there are a few things that I know I could be a lot stronger in. It is such a good lesson to learn, especially when it comes to discipline and consistency. You may be doing a lot of things, but are you doing them consistently? Are you doing them with discipline? Do you have the right structure? That really does matter. Okay, I had to go change my battery for a second, but I am back with number 10. Embrace new opportunities, try new things. Going back to the whole get out of your comfort zone, sometimes if you try new things that are completely out of the familiar, you might experience parts of your personality that you have never encountered before. How you deal with unfamiliar situations is such a big teller of who you are as a person. How you deal with pressure, how you perform under stress or under difficult circumstances. And sometimes it's also fun. Sometimes it's fun to get out of your comfort zone, try new things. Sometimes you'll also meet amazing people along the way, and you might be taking those experiences away from yourself by not taking steps into unfamiliar paths. Number 11, know that your gut instinct is always right. Especially if you're a younger woman and you are being given all of these opportunities or learning about life. There's so much going on with your career, whether you're in high school, in college, or you are trying something completely new. It's completely okay to make mistakes, but if you are listening to this video, know that your gut instinct is almost always right. And not just for people, but also situations, experiences, the career path that you want to take. A lot of the times we have this innate desire or purpose that we feel within us, that we can feel literally as it says in our gut, but we tend to ignore it or push it off in the pursuit of what's traditional or what feels more safe. But know that your gut will keep speaking to you. It will keep doing so throughout your life, and it'll bring people to remind you of those feelings, whether positive or negative. So make sure to listen to it the first time around so you don't have to keep pushing it off. Number 12, boundaries are freedom. When you set boundaries in your life, when you are firm to what you believe, your values and your morals, your life is going to feel 1,000% better. When you stay true to your boundaries and stick with them, you do not sway back and forth from one thing to the other, and you just stay true to who you are, that gives you so much freedom in your life. As time goes by, you also look back and you are grateful for the fact that you stuck to those boundaries. Number 13, this is one I am such a firm believer in, is that confidence is just quiet consistency over time. Taking consistent steps in any skill or action that you are trying to become better at and doing it repetitively until you feel confident in it. A lot of the times people think that confidence is this magic thing that you are naturally born with, but it is definitely something that I believe you can work towards. Number 14, be kind to yourself even when you mess up. You are learning. You are a human being. So many times, especially as I mentioned, nowadays, people put this pressure on themselves to have things all figured out, to be perfect, to have the perfect words, the perfect life, the career, the this, the that. But truly, if you are just kind to yourself, you love yourself, and you just try to be your best and put your best foot forward, it's okay to mess up, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to not have it all figured out, because as long as you are trying, that is what truly matters. Number 15, mistakes are lessons, not failures. Just because you made a mistake, it does not mean that you are a failure. If anything, it means that you are truly trying and you are giving the best out of yourself. If you are making mistakes, to me, that shows that you're a person of resilience, that you are a person who is relentless and is willing to push forward no matter what in life. I think that is probably one of the best skills to have. Number 16, you outgrow people, and that's okay. A lot of the times, especially if you're someone who is navigating leaving high school or leaving college, the people that you met along the way might not be the people that are going to be with you for the rest of your life. Although it's good to maintain a lot of positive friendships, people who are uplifting you and bringing good energy into your life, a lot of the times you will naturally outgrow people. And that's okay. We all take different paths. It's important to understand and really just process that. Okay, number 17. And I love this one because I try to do this all the time. But it's to celebrate your small wins. If you're doing something new, if you are taking actions or just doing something positive for yourself, whether it's working out, trying a new routine, celebrate those small wins and be proud of yourself for being willing to take action. That is something that is so beautiful, doing something to better yourself. So why not celebrate it? Treat yourself out. I love to get, I'm such a foodie, so I love to get sweet treats or like cookies, or just have a nice dinner or eat lunch or go out with my family to celebrate those small wins. Number 18, gratitude transforms perspective. This is something I learned growing up, but it was truly solidified in my 20s, especially I would say these past 2 or 3 years. It was something that was truly engraved in me. I realized a lot of the times, I would say maybe around high school, I do remember looking back and being grateful, but also I would say I kind of had a tendency to complain about little things that, looking back, didn't matter. It is incredibly important to be grateful for what you have in life, for the people that are in your life, for the little, I would say the littlest of things. Just being able to have good health, being able to wake up and not have any pains or issues, or just being able to even like have food on the table. That is something to truly be grateful for. Gratitude will just take you so far in life, and it will allow you to just have a better perspective and a better outlook towards everything. It'll just make you appreciate everything so much more. So I am such a firm believer, if there's something you take away from this video, is to wake up each morning with gratitude. Wake up and literally just say thank you. Whether you believe in God or you have any other personal beliefs, wake up in the morning and say it out loud. Thank you for another day of life. Thank you, God, for another opportunity to be able to just live and breathe, because life is truly something that is not to be taken for granted. Number 19, and I think this one is a big reflection of my personality, but it is that curiosity fuels growth. I am personally such a curious person. I love learning new things. I love to be around people in which they are talking about things that I have no idea about, because I love to learn. I love to truly immerse myself in things that I'm unfamiliar with, because I learned early on that when you are willing to learn about things, learn about people's cultures, perspectives, or just different ways of thinking, you truly become an open-minded person. You allow yourself to see life from such a different lens, and it will transform your life. So don't be afraid to ask questions, to surround yourself by different kinds of cultures, experiences, and people. Number 20, laughter heals, and laughter is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. As corny as it sounds, surround yourself by people who make you laugh. It's so important to just laugh, to not take yourself so seriously, because at the end of the day, we are here to live life, to enjoy it to the fullest. And a lot of the times I think we take ourselves way too seriously. It's so important to enjoy every little moment. Take a moment to do something fun, something that nurtures your soul. So yeah, laugh and live, laugh, love. Number 20, you do not have to have it all figured out. Not by 24, not by 25, not by 30, by 40, not by 50. Truly in life, you never have to have it all figured out. I think it's incredibly important, yes, to have stability and to have a sense of structure, discipline, consistency, and organization, but I don't think you have to have every single aspect of your life figured out and perfect. If anything, I believe that it's beautiful to try new things and learn along the way. I think when you have it all figured out, if anything, sometimes life becomes a little dull or boring. So much of social media sometimes gives us this perception that people have the perfect life or have everything figured out. The truth is that we're all trying to do this together. We're all trying to figure out these different little aspects of life as we go, and with each year comes a different lesson, a different experience. Many times things don't come together until a certain point in life, and then you look back and then it makes sense, but in the moment a lot of things do not make sense. Number 22, time is your most valuable currency. Time does not come back. That is something I truly learned this year at 24. I realized that time does not come back, so you might as well make the most out of it. Whatever you want to do in life, start now. Start today. Do not push things off. Do not procrastinate, because that voice that you feel within you is always going to be there. Whether you want to start a business, start a YouTube channel, start being active on social media, anything that you want to do in life, time truly does not come back, so make the most out of it. Do not take it for granted. With that being said, number 23, every day is a chance to start again. Every day that you wake up, this is also with going back to gratitude, every day that you wake up is a chance to start over. If you feel that you haven't been as consistent or disciplined, or there are certain things in your life that you want to work towards, understand and know every single day that you wake up, that you're healthy, that you have time, you have a chance to start again. So take advantage and use every single day. Every single day is an opportunity for you to start again, for you to be able to make that change that you've always wanted to make in your life. It's never too late to start. Take action today. And last but not least, number 24, invest in yourself. Everything that you do, from the moment you graduate high school to college, or whether you're taking a different path in life, it is so important that you really set the time to invest in yourself, whether it is in your knowledge, in your career, in your health, in your family, in the goals that you have for your life. Ultimately, if you invest in yourself and in the things that you love, it will pay off. Hard work truly pays off. And if you're smart about it, you will go far in life. But if you keep pushing things off, if you keep procrastinating and you keep telling yourself, I'll do this tomorrow, that moment may never come. So take everything that I've mentioned today with a grain of salt. I truly want you to feel inspired by this video. I want you to be able to feel motivated to go after your dreams. Ultimately, I want to create a community of like-minded people who truly want to inspire and uplift one another. That is my goal, is to show you that there are no limitations in life, and that is what this channel is going to be all about. But thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to talk with you guys on the next video. So see you guys next time.